Hello everyone, welcome to yet another video. This is Matthew Jones, and in our video today we are going to talk about DV program interview experience. In this video I'm going to share with you an interview experience of case number that range from around it's from Africa region. It range from around 8,000 AF 8,000 to 8,000 to 9,000. Africa region. It's from a couple with no kids. They are originally from Cameroon, that is in Africa, but they had scheduled their interview outside Africa. That is, they scheduled their interview in Asia region, in a country known as UAE, the famous known as Dubai. The interview was held in a city called Abu Dhabi. I hope that one is clear. It's a case from Africa region, but they scheduled their interview outside from Africa, that is in Asia region, at Abu Dhabi, that is in UAE. And I repeat again, the case number ranges from around AF 8,000 and something, so below 9,000. The interview was held on 20th. That is last month. That is 20th on April. So I'll be taking you through this case, and it's simple. It's simple as it seems, and once you're ready with everything will just flow by itself. So let's talk about this. Here we go. Our interview was at Abu Dhabi in UAE, that is United Arab Emirates, at 10:30 a.m. But we were there at 9 a.m. Bags are not allowed inside the embassy, so we had to go in only with our required documents. We got a number and went to our seats. When our numbers appeared on the screen, we went to the counter. Here, the consular asked for required documents with their copies. For example, passports, birth certificate, police certificate, DS260 confirmation page, bank statement. Understand, and I think we should underline that, bank statement. Original certificates, that is for high school qualifications, and any other certificate that you mentioned on the DS260 form. Of course, that is it. Any qualification you mention on your DS260, they will need a proof of that, and that is by providing a certificate on that issue. So note, same was required from my husband. You see, this the main applicant here is the wife, so all these documents were requested from her and also from her husband. So number 5, we continue. She asked us to place our fingers on a machine and took our fingerprints. We were asked to pay the interview fee for both of us. Both of us were called for an interview. So both of us were called for an interview. So now let's talk about the actual interview, the questions that were asked to them, and maybe you guys, if you are in a similar situation, this is a couple a couple with no kids, and most of the time this is the most tricky interview ever. So let's talk about this. So first question the consular asked was, what's your name? And the same to my husband. The second question, apart from your home country, that is Cameroon, and the present country, that is UAE, have you ever lived anywhere else? And the same question was asked to the husband. The third question, what work are you doing? Like, what do you do here? Which work are you doing? I have the fourth question, what is your highest level of education, for both of them? Fifth question, are you sure this high school qualification belongs to you? The other question, how many years did it take you to have this high school certificate? Can we investigate from your home country if this certificate is yours? The other question, what do you intend to do in the United States? So you can see the number of the type of question they were having. So the next one comes, for how long have you been married? I always tell you, if you are a couple, there will always be a question about marriage. Do you have kids? Do you have children? What is the name of your host and how are you related to him? I always say there will be always a question about your host, and most likely how you relate with your host. The other question was, what does your host do for a living? Please, before you attend an interview, please try a little bit to know what your host does, so that you don't get confused in this situation. In which state do you intend to live in US? Most likely you can answer this like wherever your host is, because that is the place where you will have to maybe live for a period of time before maybe you decide where you can move next to. So this was just the question, and the next was, congratulations, your interview was 100%. You guys are ready to go. We are going to stamp your passports and mail it to you within 5 days. So as we talk about this case, currently they already got their visas and they are planning to travel to the United States. And welcome for this couple to the United States. So the interview was not hard. You see, as you can see, the question we just talked about, it's always about your name, your status, marital status, you have kids or you don't have. Like most likely if you are from a foreign country, they will always like ask you, what do you do there? And most of it all, there will always be a question talking about your host, like how related are you, what does the host do, which state does he live, and maybe sometimes they will always ask about how long or when did your host migrate to the US. So the tricky part or crucial part about this case, we find like they were not requested for affidavit of support, but they were requested for their bank statement. So I have not had yet another case that was requested for bank statement, but I believe this was among the least in the maybe Abu Dhabi website, US embassy in Abu Dhabi. So guys, before you attend an interview, make sure you check the highlighted required documents at your local US embassy, so that you can gather all the necessary documents. I don't think I have much to add on this case. Congratulations to them, they already got their visas, and I wish you all the best as they join us in the United States. So guys, if you have a question, let me know on this on the comment section. And guys, remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and see you in our next video. Every day I'll be dropping a new video on experiences, interview experience from different regions, different type cases, different scenarios, so that you guys, whichever situation you are, you can get to know or figure out like which type of questions to expect at the embassy. So without much ado, thank you for watching this video, and see you in our next one. Goodbye.